Okay, we're good. Good, good, good. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. I'd like to say good morning. Good morning to everybody. Today is Tuesday. It's March what is this, 9th? Tuesday, March 9th. Appreciate everybody being on the live this morning. Good morning to everybody. So what I've been thinking about and what I was thinking about overnight, really all night last night, kind of captured my thoughts was, what are you really going to have to become in order to reach your goals? You know what I'm saying? People often frame it like, what are you willing to sacrifice? But I really just like to say, what are you going to become? You know what I'm saying? What are you willing to become to reach your goals? Goal is to have a certain house or live a certain place, or to have a certain address, or to be able to be fit a certain way, or to do something athletically, like whatever your goal is. The question is, what are you willing to become? Are you willing to learn that new skill? Are you willing to read that extra book? Are you willing to fast? Are you willing to control yourself? What are you willing to do? Because I believe that nothing is impossible. I'm just going to put that out there. I really don't think that there's a limit to your possibilities. I don't think there's a limit to anybody's possibility. I think what ends up being limited is our willingness to work or apply ourselves. It's crazy when people put their minds to something, what can happen, like, going outer space, touching the moon, getting the dirt from the moon and bringing it back. Like, that's crazy. If you think that one day a man looked at a planet and then you fast forward a few years and the next day he was on it, like, to think of everything that you need to go from one planet to the next and making that possible, like, people actually sat in a room and figured that out. Especially on a day like today, like those beautiful women that figured out the math behind traveling to the moon. Shout out to all the women for International Women's Day. Like, just think about how impossible it is for you to even be alive. Like, that's a long shot. Everything's got to go right. Nothing can go wrong in order to get you to breathe. And here you are, alive, because some lady decided that she was going to carry you and love you and protect you and nurture you. Man, nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing is impossible. We just got to apply ourselves and get to work. Like, that's it. We got to apply ourselves and we got to do the work. We got to be willing to become whoever we're going to need to become in order to be successful. That's it. There's no way around it. I'm going to start with the same thing I start with every time. I'm going to share my screen, share my entire screen. There we go. You know what I'm going to start with. Oh my goodness. I hate the market. I totally hate the market. I can't believe these guys. While you were sleeping, I totally hate the market. I totally hate the bonds today. Why do I hate the bonds, you might ask? Yeah, I didn't want them to go up that fast. Like, I wanted us to catch some of that together, right? Like, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if we all caught that move together? All right, so the bonds had a fantastic up move overnight. Just grab it, baby. Just grab it and take it out. The bonds had a fantastic up move overnight. Let's just find the levels. Open today is right here. It's 156.24. Market comes down for a beat. Grabs yesterday's market open 156.21, and then promptly moves to 158.06. Yeah. Just nice and quick too. Just promptly moves to 158.06. How crazy is that? So that's where we are now. The overnight high being 158.06. Hate these guys. Clearly I do. 1 second, sweetheart. It didn't even come back and pick anybody up. I mean, it was just the most vicious up move all night while you were sleeping. Clearly, I hate the bonds. So it's an update. I mean, you're gonna make your money buying today. We're way above everything, and you might have to slow down in the beginning, but key levels 156.13 is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 156.13. One hand right here, and the other hand right here, and gently pull. Okay. 156.13 for sure. 157.13, I should say. Yeah, that's what I was saying. All right. That's about that. We have some unfinished business on the bonds. People getting skipped and such. I think 157.13 is what we need to achieve. Maybe even lower. Tens maybe. That can be cool. Yeah, definitely. Yes, sweetheart.
It's okay if I give one of my kids for my classes.
Go ahead, baby. I don't have a problem with that. Levels I'll be paying attention to today are 157.06, 157.07-ish. I'll be paying attention to 29. I'm sorry. The overnight high, the overnight low, 57.13. Those levels have my attention. On the ES, let us see if this day, how they did this with the bonds being so irate. Oh, yeah. ES really doesn't let off any steam to the upside. Overnight low, I have 38.26.25. Open, I have 38.31.25. 38.65.50 for the overnight, huh? Still some business to be done, in my opinion. We should be headed down on the ES. So should be pretty easy to trade today. Key levels I'm paying attention to. I'll watch 38.38. I'll watch 38.51. I'll watch those guys. But that's about it. That's about it.
Order submitted. Order failed.
Thank you. That's about that. Okay. That's all I got. 17, 18.
Did you just buy or sell? And what? I can't see your screen.
Yeah, I'm selling the bonds. Selling the bonds. They really should go back to 13, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make it so quickly. They might not make it right now.
Dog, I was just going to wait.
Right.
You're making me itch. You're making me itch right now. I'm like, I'll be the good person. I will wait until 9:00. Order submitted.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm right now. I think that ultimately.
Oh, you can.
I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm not worried about it, but I'm on the right side.
Oh, for
31 was probably the smoothest joint to get in on. But, who has time to be smooth? 31's got the joint, got the moves. 18. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I win, maybe I lose. Who knows? Are there any other questions about anything before I go? Because we don't have to be here long to be right. You don't have to study it for a long time to know what it's going to do. I think that today, by the way, we're selling the ES and buying the bonds. Yeah, that'll do it. Sell the ES, buy the bonds. Sounds good? Any questions about anything? Anything at all? I'll check, what's the name of this thing? Let me check the comments, make sure nobody has any questions. Good morning to all of the Bond Bully family. What up, what up? No question. Oh, I'm about to say, of course. I think now it's a thing. Like Macintosh is like, yo, I'm gonna ask a question every day. Matters not. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you and the family doing?
Everybody's blessed. I can't complain.
That's great. When you take your shit, do you take your shit on a 5-minute chart, 20, or the 60?
I take my trades on the 5s. I execute on the 5s. But I mean, it's no disrespect to any other time frame by far. You know, it's love to all the time frames. It's just my preference. I think that it's easier for me to see the smoothest point of entry on the 5s. You know, for me, that's easier.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure to answer your question. Definitely my pleasure to answer your question. 26s are out. Here comes 25. I might as well. We in the trade room now. I might as well share my screen. Because, I mean, we're trading together now. I'm not really going to be teaching much longer. So here we go. 26s, 25s are previous place of support. Let's watch it. Make sure that it doesn't fail us here. Let's look for reasons why it could or should. I think last time what they were trying to do was get inside of there. If I was being conservative, I would put one of these targets at 24 for sure if I was being conservative. The hope is that we at least grab 20. I think that there can be an issue at 24, 23-ish, you know? There should be an issue there. There's 25s are out now. So this is who stopped us before, 157.25 with the support. They really stopped us before. But let's see what we can do. If 24s could come out and if we can make a difference, 26 to 23. If I was being prudent, this would be the call. The call would be 24s here. The prudent call is that call. So let's see if we're able to do it this time around or if we have to wait. 25s are back out. Let's see if we can get 24s to go bid. I don't see why it would be a problem. I don't see any unreadiness anywhere else. What time is it? 8:14. 8:14. Let's check the announcements today too while we're doing that. Let's make sure that we don't have anything up. If you're following along, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitch. I'm all over. You can easily, see what it is I'm doing on the screen. They retreat. 25s. 26, 25. That's what I thought. You should have enough juice in you this time. I believe in you underneath 27. I really do. I got a lot of courage, a lot of belief in you. They say, oh, watch pot, don't boil. Let's go check the news. Today, March 9th, we have small business index at 5 a.m. What else? That's really it. Slow day. Very slow day. We have Red Book at 8:55, NFIB Small Business Optimism Index at 6 a.m. So that's already done. So it's a pretty slow day as far as news goes. There you go. Yeah, the same way that you disrespected all the sellers overnight. Why don't you come back? That's your job now. Because you're ultra disrespectful, Mr. Bonds, all night long, doing the wrong thing. I think what we get is 24, 23, 22 or 24, 23 off of this move. And then we have to kind of wait it out from there and see what happens. But I definitely think this is the right side of things. I don't want the market open to come in and kind of poison the well a bit, but we'll see how it plays out. 8:16, 4 more minutes. Are there any other questions on anything before I go? Because it's time to let the bullies in the room so we can all get to the bread. Can you show us a quick example how you take profit? You just heard that sound, ching ching. That means I'm taking it. It would look like this. Let's see if I can get the 25s out. The idea is that the 25s, I targeted 24.
Target failed.
Right. So now one of the contracts came off. You saw that? So in that exchange, what you saw was the trade go positive. My stop come in. So now my stop is at my entry, which means I'm risking nothing on this trade. This trade is now riskless. So even if I get stopped out, I get stopped out for break even. And you saw one of the targets already get filled. So that's target fill. So a lot of things happen. I was in a trade. I was short. I was making money selling the market. As I sold the market down, I'm becoming more and more profitable. I was in with 2 contracts. So let's pay attention to that. Like I'm in with 2 contracts. So when I enter with 2 contracts, I got one of the contracts out at 25. All my 24s, you guys should have contracts out now. Like you guys should be fine because 24 just went ask, which means you should have got your fill at 24s. Now with 1 contract taken out, you can see the circle here says 1. So that means I have 1 contract left. And that's the one that I have all the way down at 15. I think that's aggressive. I'll be honest. That's an aggressive position. It's pretty early for that to be a relevant trade. I know that there's going to be a few more buyers to try and stop our progress along the way. But with the stop coming into my entry, like, look, this is my stop, this line. So with the stop coming down and it's now on my entry, that means that the trade is riskless now. I'm not risking any money anymore. Even if I get stopped out, I get stopped out for break even is what they call it. I'll get stopped out for break even. And I don't mind where I am in the market right now because I'm still in a safe space. I'm hanging behind some people who believe what I believe. And that's always good to do. All right, it's always good to do. Just that simple, man. Trading is not difficult. It's just that simple. Okay. All right, man. If there are no other questions, somebody wanted me to show you how I take profit. That's why I move my 24s to 25 so you can see the profit. And that's Zeus of Rome. Appreciate you, man. You wanted to know how I take profit. That's how I take profit. You put one of your contracts as a target. You put one of the targets next to price, and you'll get filled depending on whether you're on the bid side or ask side. So that's how you do it, Zeus. Good morning. So nothing in the market is ever certain. Is it always a gamble? That's a tough word, man. Nothing in the market is certain. I believe that you can create high probability situations. Like a market, like let's just talk about a market and I'll be very honest with you and open with you. So you say nothing is certain. Well, we're certain that at the supermarket, the day before Thanksgiving, it'll be hard to find a turkey. We're certain that at the toy market on Christmas Eve, it'll be hard to find your favorite toy. And because of these certain market behaviors, because participants in the market behave a certain way at certain times, their behavior becomes more predictable. So I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a gamble. What I would say that not knowing market behavior and trying to participate in the market is definitely a gamble. Definitely. However, if you understand market behavior, if you understand the way that people behave at specific times or around specific events or around specific exchanges, then you put yourself in a more highly probable situation so that you can be profitable, you know. And as you can see, it's really not hard. I did it with you right here. Appreciate it. If your 24s isn't hit, what happens? But they got hit. They got hit, man. I teach my students how to ensure that they are filled, their targets get filled. How do you set a limit blue flag? I don't know. You get a crypt to set a limit? Like, help me out with blue flag. Don't really know that one. Zeus, much love, man. You already know. It's much love. So we are basically always betting against each other in the market then? You like to use words like bet and gamble. These aren't investing sort of words. You know, I wouldn't always use those kind of words, bet and gamble. We're not gambling, we're trading. And we're not betting against people. We're predicting market behavior and outcomes. Sound good? I will go that way. You have a blue flag that says limit. Oh, you call that a flag? I'll share my screen with you. Let me see if we're talking about the same thing. You call that a flag? Oh, let me see. You're talking about this thing. Oh no.
Order canceled.
That's just chart trader. That's just me putting in an order. When you're in the market, you place orders. That's what you do. You place orders. You place orders. You place orders. If I wanted to place orders, I could place them anywhere in the market at whatever price. God bless you. So depending on what price I want to buy or sell, I move my mouse up and down and I right click and it gives me the option to sell or buy at that price. You feel me? Sound good? I'm about to get stopped out on this last contract because they're going to go up and then come back down. Hey, man, it's been fun. I got to get with the bully so we can really get to it. It's just an order. It's not a blue flag. And I believe you're in the class. You got to watch the videos. I definitely show you how to do that. All right. And much love to everybody. Clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all. Had a ball. Boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. Your boys got a split. I'll holler at you next time, huh? That'll be good.